Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the farm. Thank you for joining me for another day here on Estancia Lapacho. Now full disclosure before we start and get into today's stuff and things. The last video we posted, or I posted, which had the harvesting and stuff and things going on in it, I've had to completely replay that whole entire episode. Because when I logged in today to the game to record this episode, this bit, the game seemed to glitch on me quite badly. When I loaded up my save, I started here, which is very unusual because normally you spawn in the house. I then discovered, having spawned here, there was no house. The house had gone. It disappeared. I thought, well, that's a bit weird. I then noticed the grain silos had disappeared. I thought, well, that's very, very weird. I then came over here, and my shed had disappeared. And I was like, okay, something very weird's going on. So I quit the game and checked to see if I'd actually loaded up the correct save file. And I had. It was save 5, my YouTube save. So I loaded it again, and same result. I spawned by the bench with no house, no shed, no silos. So I was like, for some reason, the game has very badly glitched on me. So I ended up having to go into the backup save folder in the farming sim directory, and reload from an earlier save point, which was just as we was about to do the harvesting. So that's what's happened. So if there's any discrepancies because of in the money or anything like that, blame it on that. Because unfortunately, when I reloaded the save and obviously replayed it, I don't think I got the same pricing and stuff and things as I got in my first playthrough of the harvesting. I didn't deliver anything to the harbour this time because the harbour wasn't the best price. I've delivered everything, my potatoes, my canola, everything went to the bakery this time. So that could be why the money's a bit different. But it seems to be working okay now because I've just saved it, quit, reloaded, and everything's working fine. Chickens are okay. Our new horses are all okay, I think. Yeah, they're rocking on. Yesterday was a very profitable day. Look, we made 783,000 yesterday. Great stuff. How are we looking? Oh, everything wants harvesting. Potatoes kind of want harvesting. Right, we're going to do cotton, aren't we? Cotton today. So, I'm going to need a cotton harvester. And I'm going to lease that one. Do you want to lease it for 21,000? Yes. Not going to buy it. For the simple reason truck dolly, so I need to rent a truck now. Right. Let's go down to the store. So this is going to be our baler. This is going to pick up the cotton bales when the cotton harvester chucks them out the back. Only holds 2 at a time, so let's see how this works. If I don't like the fact that it only picks up and carries 2 at a time, what I may do is look at in future investing in that that trailer I used for the wall in the earlier video, that magic trailer with that fancy loading platform, and see how that contends with everything. Right, we've got barley to pick up in a moment. Everything's going to want harvesting, but I'm not going to harvest everything today. It's just not feasible again. Right, so I'm going to park you down here so you're out of the way. Right, case. Get a screenshot of a cotton harvester ready for thumbnailage. It's not the fastest machine in the world again, sadly. So yeah, bit of a strange start to proceedings today, having to replay the whole of the last episode because of some weird glitch. I don't know why the game glitched or why the save glitched. I don't know what I could have possibly have done to have jaffed it up. The only thing I had done at the end of the video off camera, between that and obviously loading it up today, I did remove the trees over by field 1, them palm trees that I planted, because I kind of figured they were in the way a bit, right on the field edge there. So I removed those, chopped them up, sold the wood chips, and then I added a silo extension. Those were the only things I could think of that could have glitched the save. So I'm a bit reluctant to try them again, just in case. I probably messed up coming this way. There's field 7 and 8 is quite a long way away. Got the potato harvester. He's going to be ready to get his next batch of potatoes when that field finally grows in. Notice the field tends to grow a bit weird. We seem to get big patches, even though it's sowed at exactly the same time. We get weird patches like this, which don't mature at the same rate as the other field. Right, so we're going to unfold the harvester. Get this lined up as best we can. Cotton harvest is underway. Oh yeah! We're harvesting cotton. Hire the worker. You're going to do this for me today, pal. See inside this one. You can. Okay. You can see the cotton being thrown in there, and it goes in the bottom where it gets turned into a bale. So yeah, very, very useful stuff. And we'll see how profitable cotton harvesting is. How many bales are we going to get? Right, you are going to be very useful today. Because, is there great demand still on at the barn? The barn was having a great demand. I think that's grass. I don't think that's straw. Unfortunately. It's a shame if it is. I mean, if it's a great demand on grass, then I could effectively. I'm going to have to mow field 14 for a while. I can't get rid of this straw. We're not going to bother. The horses aren't getting through the straw fast enough, and the silo's full. I suppose the only way to really practically do it. Go, let's go pick it up again. This feels stupid because we've got barley growing on that field. I'm going to go out on a limb. Oh yeah, on a limb. And say I am going to straw swath. We need the combine. We're going to do barley harvesting today. Right, we're going to might as well do the straw. I know we're not going to get a lot for it. Only 97 pound for 1,000 litres. You might as well do that job. What else could I be doing? Don't need to fur. Not really cultivate or anything yet. You are going to be needed to empty the harvester of our barley. He's going all the way up there, right? So I mean, I am tempted. Place the large silo extension, but not at the expense of fouling up one of my saves. Bugger it, let's do it. Let's chuck it down. If it messes up the save, it messes up the save. At least I will know what did it. Won't I? Cotton harvester is churning away quite happily. He has missed a bit. So this is straw in here. Right. So we can go and pick this up whilst we're trundling about with the harvester. Like I say, we can get one trailer full of this sold. Once we hit 100, well, maybe a couple of trailers full of it sold. Miss some. That'll get cultivated in, won't it? Making a bit of a mess at the bottom of the fields. Well, making a mess. The 8,000 litres. Stalking the combine harvester. Stalking you. Quite slow, pal. Oh, why is he reversing an angle? That's why he's making a mess. Just drive straight off the field, pal. It's not cool. $84,000 litres. Right, so by the time we've driven down this row, we'll be full. And we'll have a tank to sell. Oh, yes. Here we go. Pull out. Welcome full trailer restaurant. Go to the barn. That's the chickens. Obsessed with making a mess. You're growing cotton on field 15, which is a field I buy. However, buying it whilst you've got the crop on it would be, well, it wouldn't be right, would it? It would basically amount to field flipping. The only difference is I wouldn't be selling the field back, but again, I don't condone that behaviour in the game. So, although I want to buy field 15, I will wait until he's harvested field 15. I'm still getting very rubbish price for straw. Very, very rubbish price. Something I did notice, and again this is probably linked in with a video I posted a little while back on YouTube to do with root crop storage, is since placing the silo extension, you can now look at sugarcane, sugar beet and potatoes. I apparently can now store 100,000 litres of it. Which means, I'm guessing, I can tip potatoes, sugar beet and potatoes, sugar beet and sugar cane if I did sugar cane, which I'm not going to do. I could tip them in the grain silo. So the glitch definitely is a glitch. Now, I don't know if that's the reason behind my my farmhouse and everything disappearing. Between saving the game, I guess I'll find out when I reload this save later on. Come to record the next episode and the house and shed have disappeared, I'll be like, okay, something's going on, something's afoot here. Yeah, we definitely had some. He's got his beacons on, which means he must be getting full. Close to getting full. Hopefully, he'll stop down the next path and I can unload him. Now, but obviously, by planting the silo extension, I will have now gained an extra 100,000 litres of storage for all the other crops. I'm not going to use that intentionally, but if I get a situation like we saw in the previous video where I harvest a field and only have like 16,000 litres of a crop in the trailer, it's really not worth driving all the way around to the bakery or the harbour or faffing about going to the transport company with 16,000 litres of crop. Then I can tip that extra little bit into the silo. Now I've got an extra bit of capacity, and then what I'll endeavour to do is use that then in future harvests to build trailers and make sure I've got full trailer loads when we do go to sell it. But it's a bit of an overstock, that 100,000 litres that we've just gained from the silo extension. It's kind of like my overstock now. Need to go up there. Right, unload Mr. Harvester. He's going to have 60,000 litres, so we're not going to get a massive load off of this field. It'll be a good little harvest to start with. Good little bit of harvest. Basically got this strip and one more to do, and then he's done. And then we can switch the header, because the next field to do is field 2, which is obviously sunflowers. Back him out of the way so he's not going to interfere. How's the cotton harvester getting on? Oh, he's dropped a bale, look. Might have to pick that up. See if I can do it. Oh my. One bale of cotton in our baler. Right, let's endeavour to pick up as much of this straw as we can. Harvester does kind of mess things up a bit the way it's doing its straw swathing. A bit more this way. Oh, because of how he's turning around at the edges of the fields, he's kind of messing everything up. Not producing a lot of straw here, which is a good sign. Means hopefully all this in one load. We'll unload it. We want 9,000 more. Wish. Trailer's parked at a weird angle. Right. Right, we'll go sell this, and that at least empties our loading wagon for when we do need to do a grass harvest. Not too distant future. Because we are starting to use our hay to stockpile up a bit because of the horses. And we need to make sure we get on top of the hay. And I also need to remember to come back and paint round that silo extension, because I don't like having the strange concrete going up the hillside. It looks a bit naff. We've got the cotton harvester running. He is working quite well. Not getting the same sort of 15 grand that we used to get. Straw. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing that the straw price seems to have absolutely rock bottomed. And isn't recovering. Noise. Hear a weird noise. See? Oh, not. I think it might be someone outside using a compressor for their car. Right, you park there. All kind of finished. Like I say, we're going to do the sunflowers next. And the corn, so we'll change the header before we go and do soybeans on field 6. I'm going to drive down this crazy embankment. Yeah, it's somebody using a compressor outside making that weird noise. It'd have me wondering. Sunflowers. Oh, the harvester. You should. Do this fairly comfortably. Right, we'll set you back up and running. We will take that 69,000 litres of barley and sell it. Baler is doing okay. He's not dropped any more bales yet that I can see. Who's going to give me the best price of barley today? The bakery. Right. Bakery it is. That'll give us a little bit of a profit boost. Again. Don't know why as well, but notice when seeding working this field, the AI worker has some issues with our new field. Again, we've got a strip there that hasn't matured. I wonder if it's a fertiliser thing. Because I did notice we got some weird like mismatches in fertilising states, where some of the field was 2-stage while some of it was only 1, and it wasn't because the worker had missed bits. It just seemed to be that way after we'd done the harvest. Because when I seeded it, some of it was already 2-stage fertilised, but then there was like a strip that was only 1. And obviously because it didn't grow in properly, it probably didn't get fertilised when I went over it with the sprayer. When the rest of the field was grown in, it probably wasn't. Kind of messed up here. Still working on my trailer skills. There we go. Get that sold. 9,000 litres of barley. Nets us 60 grand. Not the best price in the world, I have to be quite honest. I'll take you back to the field now then and get you on the ready to unload sunflowers, which will hopefully make us more money. We could probably start turning round field 3 now then, getting a cultivator on it or something like that. One of the big buds. Depends what state the field's in, whether it needs any additional attention to it, doesn't it? Check that. Check that before we get too heavily involved. Do. Right, so you're going to go up the wrong side of the field, so I might as well drive to the top and be ready to come back this way. Come back down and then I can unload him. I doubt he's full. I doubt he'll get full off of that field, but we'll see. Careful not to drive into the soybeans, of course. Backing up actually, so it's not in the way of the harvester. Have a look at the field situation. Field 3 is harvested, doesn't need any special attention. So technically we could just re-sow it straight away. In which case we'll take Big Bud, 747. We'll hook him up to our Starer. We're parked in a slightly better and more easy spot after refilling it. Right, so we just had barley, haven't we? Which didn't make us the best money in the world. I'm looking at maybe oats. Keeping with the, and you know, with the horses anyway, oats would be a good harvest. You got your bacons on? Are you flashing? Or is it just the way the game graphics look? Not got any beacons on yet. This could be interesting, see whether or not he actually ploughs all the way to the end of this field. Right, we were going to do oats, wasn't we? Which is that one. So oats are going in. The fact that this machine fertilises makes it such a huge advantage over the Great Plains. Okay, he's dropped his second bale. We can go pick that one up. God bless me. And again, one more and I'm officially sick and I get to go home. Old office humour from one of my old jobs, where it's literally a rule in the office. If you sneeze 3 times, you were officially sick and could go home. Right, so we've now picked up 2 bales. We're going to have to go sell these. Now there was too much of a delay there between that 3rd sneeze and the previous 2, which means it doesn't count. Got to have 3 sneezes in close succession to be classed as officially ill. Right, to the spinnery. So I'm probably going to go this way. Thinking about it. If I go the other way, I've just got to drive past the whole harbour, then drive through the town. Also going this way I think lines me up better. But unloading. Got 2 bales. See what they're worth. Two full bales as well, which is nice. And he's still going on that field, so we'll probably end up with some more. Be interesting to see what price we get for this. Not checked the spreadsheet chart. You know what? Go through here, it's quicker. Off-road crazy driving, right. I'll get to the sell point, which I think around here. I want to kind of go through here such a way. There we go. Make sure we drive out far enough. Whoa! $287,000 for 2 bales of cotton. What is this madness that you speak of? Where's the cotton? Well, of course, it is $3,591 a litre now, since the price got boosted in the patch. So suddenly, cotton is a very viable crop. One that we should probably always have seeded on a field. Then we'll have to wait and see what the total harvest is for the cotton. Field 7 and 8 might become the cotton field then. The dedicated cotton field. As field 1 has become our dedicated root crop field. Our potatoes and sugar beets. Keeps things interesting, that does, doesn't it? Sowing different crops. What that field's worth. Jeepers creepers, man. Ooh, soybeans is in great demand at the harbour. That's not going to affect us till tomorrow. Sadly. Hope it here's a full grain tank. That must be the harvester. Right, we'll keep an eye on the planter as well over there. We don't do no stupid like drive through our crop. You need unloading, don't you? One more strip to do and then he's officially done did. You've got 60,000 litres and so you've got a bit more to do than the barley. We'll get a little bit more off of this field. Not massive amounts, sadly, but yeah, enough that we'll make good money. Hopefully sunflowers is good money. A little sliver still to do, but you're not going to go destroying that field. Which is probably now going to require ploughing. Because we did sunflowers on it. So we're going to have to get the 747 into action. You come pick this up, please. Alright, what's the crazy flipper doing? Anybody know what that guy's doing? Why he's reversing all the way down the field to do that one strip? Right, you plough. Admittedly, that's a bit risky because matey's not finished yet. Missing bits, left, right, and centre lot. He hasn't done the header. Just making a flipping mess, that bloke. Dude, I have no idea what you just did, but it can't be classed as seeding this field, unfortunately. That was just terrible. Dude, that was terrible. Your incompetence baffles me. What, you've not done across the bottom of the field? Missed quite a bit, actually. You've got to watch that. That's I've finished. Technically. Pipe out. Go and unload you, and then we'll drive you out the road. Obviously, wow, Mr. Plough is frightening me. Right, we've got 74,000 litres of sunflower. Not bad. Seen better. Next field we're going to do, obviously, is going to be the cornfield then with this guy, but we're not going to do him today, I don't think. Because I think half that field hasn't actually grown in yet. And again, that was another field where the AI worker has some issues. You have to come and put a header on this field. You get a bit too close. Drive down here. Yeah, if for whatever reason it doesn't seed this bit, it's like he stops short. It stops massively short, it stops a bit shorter. I don't quite get what the AI's problem is with that part of the field. But it's the same with the cultivator, fertiliser, everything. He just doesn't want to do that little bit. So whether it's a case of the fact that I have missed a tree stump under that ground. Best price for sunflowers? It's going to be the bakery. I know technically the transport company's offering the best price, but I'm not driving all the way around there. I'm getting the train and faffing about. Don't really have a lot of options in this this game, in the save anymore. There's like literally 2 locations I can sell to: the barn or the harbour for most of my crops. There's not a lot of sell points. What we're going to do, we're going to drive down to Field Ujimaflip Bakery, sorry. Yeah, see, that hasn't grown in. So harvesting that wouldn't be very wise at this moment in time. I want to get this done quite quickly so I can head back to the farm before Mr. Plough goes and wrecks my potato harvest. I have to keep my eye on him doing that. Good thing is we could pretty much sow again straight away. Now we've got that new seeder. And I do think I'm probably going to invest in another one of them. So both big buds can be... I know what your game is, pal. You would drive right under my trailer and block me. I'm not having that. Ooh. Ooh. Sunflowers are being sold. We're going to break 2 million. No, we're not. Only got 146,000. But we will break 2 million today because obviously the rest of that cotton harvest probably going to tip us over the edge very quickly. Wow, the money's starting to roll in now. Now the farm's at a good size and we've got a good mixture of crops being planted and harvested. And obviously things like the horses are very profitable. Chickens not so much. Fortunately there's no way to transport them to sell them, which is a bit of a shame. That really impacts their profitability. And obviously the faffing about with the eggs, loading and unloading eggs, is a bit of a nuisance. Technically speaking, we just need to park this somewhere down here for now. So tomorrow we'll be doing the corn harvest. And we'll also be doing tatties. We'll be doing the potatoes. There's Mr. Plough. Please do not be ploughing my potatoes, Mr. Plough. Good. Got to him in time. Right, we've got another bale by the looks of it, of cotton. Probably need to leave the plough out, of course. We're gonna have to do the potato field after it's, and cotton field, I think, will need to be ploughed after we've harvested. Stop! Don't you dare! Quick look. Doesn't need ploughing actually. So it might just be a case then that it's only the tattoos that need to be ploughed. And what we'll do, we'll park you over here, just for now. Could be seeding something on field 2. What would you seed? Just on sunny flowers. Sunflowers again. Stick with the main crop types, I think. Good strategy. Down there, do that. He's going to be dropping another bale soon. Another 2 bales. Another 280 odd grand. Impressive. So there he goes, dropping the bale. Don't think we'll get another bale out of him. He'll still have some, sadly, loaded inside him. So because of the field size, technically there's a bit of wastage there. We sow cotton. So we'll go and sell that in a little while. I don't think we'll get another bale out of him. Keep me eye on Mr. Cedar, who is definitely missing bits. I think I'm going to have to put a bigger header on this field, you know, these fields, because he seems to be having a lot of issues. Let's do that now, I remember. Let's use a different ground texture type as well. I can see where I've been easily. Do this one as well. That looks like sand to me. Yep. Can we make that a bit smaller? We can. Don't think we need to do this field at all. Probably wouldn't hurt. Switch to the grass. Must be the cotton harvester finished then. He's probably done his bit. Like I say, he doesn't probably have enough for an extra bale. We might unload him though. That crazy like sludge texture. He's still missing bits though, isn't he? He's still coming up quite short. He starts pretty good. Gives himself plenty of room. But I wonder if he lifts up too early, if he's lifting up too early. Good check will be at the doesn't appear to be. Or he might be. Yeah. He is, look. And that's how normally our favourite worker normally does a good job. I'm gonna bodge at this field. We can do. We can force unload him. He's only got 10,000 litres, but of course he is leased. That's the problem, you see. Well, technically he's leased. So we are going to be returning him after we've unloaded that. So we'll have a spare bale of cotton. The worst comes to the worst, I'll chuck it on in the back of the pickup or something. Garage leased items return. As much as I want to take that cotton wagon, get them bales sold, I also want to make sure this guy doesn't mess up and go into our potatoes, which I'm really surprised still haven't fully grown in. Look, I wonder if it's because of the fertilisation. Fully fertilised field one is. Look, he's getting worse, look. Maybe this isn't the cool seeder to use on this field. Maybe the bud has some issues turning round because of the length. I think the last couple of times I've seeded this, I've used the DC Pronto. Which I've recently acquired. Yeah, he's deliberately messing up now, look. I mean, yeah, I could fix it. I could go and do the drive along the header, but I'm not going to. But what little bit of crop we're going to lose because he can't seed properly. Probably not worth faffing about. Right, and then we're going to stick with cotton. That mud texture does look a bit bad, to be quite honest. Not fully sold on that. What we'll do though is we'll get this replanted with some fresh cotton. Cotton seems to be a money crop. Very profitable crop. Oh. Bit of overlap. Right. Okay. Let's go to the spinnery, get rid of these 2 bales, and then we can call this video done. Bit of a maze to get out of this place at times. Right, another 2 good bale loads for the spinnery. We'll definitely break 2 million. Definitely. Not even doubtful. Unless between now and when I get there, that the price changes. How much is it going for? Cotton. Whoa, it's dropped already. 2,432. It was 3,000 when we started. That changes things a bit, doesn't it? If the price drops $1,000 in a single morning, and that's going to make it a bit tougher to decide whether or not we're going to keep doing cotton. It's probably a good job I only leased this equipment. Although, to be fair, I am seeding another field full. So we're not going to get as much for these two as we did the first two. Up now nearly 100 grand difference in the price, look. Right. Return. Return. Right. That's not... it's not great, I'll be honest. We've made 200 and... well, just over 2 million. But at what cost? The cotton price has dropped by over £1,000. Soybeans are going to be worth harvesting if that great demand stays till tomorrow. Field 13 and 15 are probably going to be on my purchase plan very, very soon. Don't know why the time marks persist. Okay. He's reseeding that, which is good. Right, well, at this point in time, as we leave our fear on the roof, I'm going to call this episode to an end here. Thank you all for watching. You've been a great audience as ever. Hope you've enjoyed today's video where we've done a bit of a mixture of harvesting of different types. And hopefully the game will save and not screw up. And I won't lose my buildings. So hopefully when I come back to record the next episode, we're just carrying on straight from here. So please remember to leave your likes on the video if you've not already done so. Please remember to share this video wherever you see fit. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, anything you wish to say at all in the comment section down below. And if you've not already done so, smash that subscribe button. I've been CWATTYESO. I will be back with another video very soon. Goodbye.